Wonder if we won Powerball. We could be bazillionaires. No. Of course we did win Powerball. We're doing this. Let's do this. Connectors, what's up? DK here. Hope you're having a good day. Hey, it's a beautiful day in South Central PA. It is Q&A day. I asked for questions on social media that you, the viewers, were interested in me, the guy here, answering, and you asked, so I'm going to answer questions. So let's go. Would you rather be a board secretary or a board treasurer for a nonprofit board? That's a great question. Both positions are very taxing. And more important than what boards put on them, it's not just being on the executive committee. The work that they actually have to do is a lot. Board treasurers are notoriously bad for not really knowing what's going on with the budgets. They just get the information from the staff and just regurgitate it at the board meetings. And board secretaries have a thankless job because they have to take notes. I would say board treasurer, but my wife would call me on my BS because financing is not my best thing or the thing that I like to do the most. Conversely, though, I have the world's worst handwriting, I think. So I'm not sure being a secretary would even help either. So, great question. Probably not my best skill set in either one. Favorite drink? Come on, man. Favorite color? Let's go orange. Do you believe in nonprofit board members having term limits? Yes, I do, and here's why. I think term limits are a good place for a pregnant pause, for the leader to take a breath and relax a little bit. So when I mean I'm for term limits for a board, it's not because I think if something bad happens and they have to just get kicked out. I actually think it's good because it allows the volunteer, which boards are, they're made up of really, really kick-ass great volunteers. It gives that person a chance to have a year off where they don't have the pressure of the responsibility of board membership. So a good volunteer who gets term limited off a board, they're not going to go away. In fact, this break in the action where they don't have the responsibility of being a board member, it might re-energize them to stay on longer. So I think it's good because it does bring in new blood and it does keep circulation inside the board. But I also think the importance of a term limit is for the board member. It's to give them an opportunity to give themselves a second. It gives them an opportunity to reevaluate what they're doing. So if they are not performing at the best level for the organization, remember that duty of care and duty of obedience and duty of loyalty, the three main cogs of being a board. I think that a board member would be good to have that year to just kind of take a breath and figure out what they do. Here's the secret though. A lot of boards that do this where they have, after a term limit, they have to sit out at least 1 year. Those members historically come back and they're refreshed and ready to go. So it actually is a good thing for your board. So it does bring in new blood and new opportunities for board recruitment, but it also allows for folks that really are behind your mission to stay with it. So I think it's a win-win either way. Favorite movie? Well, it's Godfather Part 2. I mean, I think everything that I do has some kind of philosophical connection to that movie. So I'd say Godfather 2. Bull Durham, though, is another favorite movie of mine. Can't go wrong with Bull Durham. Yeah, probably between the two of them, I have my philosophy on life somewhere in there. Grant writing or public speaking? Seriously? Public speaking. I mean, grant writing is a necessary evil. We got to do it. And I'm more than happy to... No, not more than happy. I do it. But public speaking, yeah, I love that. Favorite kind of music? Man, favorite kind of music? That's like picking my favorite kid. I don't have any kids. I don't know. I love blues. I love jazz. I love what we consider classic rock. I'm from the 80s, so the 80s and the 90s, that music is my favorite. But the 70s has some amazing soul music, like Stax Records kind of stuff, and R&B and James Brown, and funk music is awesome. I don't know. I don't know. There's no answer to that. Would you ever run for public office? I get that question a lot. And the answer is no. I don't really want to. No, the public scrutiny on my family. No, I would not be interested in that. But I love politics and I love being involved with it. And I love helping people who do stand up and sacrifice of themselves to the benefit of the good of the order. I love being a part of political processes and policy discussions. No, I don't know. I don't know if I'd really be good at that. I'm too outspoken and I'm too. How would you hire the best person for your nonprofit organization? Well, man, that is a loaded question, isn't it? Look, my idea of hiring is pretty basic. Hire for attitude, train for skill. Anything that you need from a skill set, you can find. You can get training on, you can get a mentor, you can build it up slowly, you can get a book, something for dummies, man. There's a million ways to get the skill sets that you need. But the real important thing in a nonprofit sector is being sure that your team is aligned with the values of the organization and the values of leadership and the values of what its mission is attaining or trying to attain. The alignment of values is my biggest thing, man. So that's why I think hire for attitude, because you can have somebody who's an amazing skill set person, who has all the skills on paper, great resume person, and they get into the organization and their vibe doesn't match your vibe, and that toxicity spreads. And that could be really, really challenging for the organization, especially us small nonprofiteers where we have small budgets and small staffs. That one person could be really, really detrimental. So I would much rather hire someone, if I could say that, with the right skills, but better off the better attitude, the attitude that fits the organization. Our values match your values, that alignment of kind of thing. And there's a vibe that goes with it. And I talk a lot about the tuning fork and how it goes off when you feel something. And I think that is just as important. In fact, I think it's more important, because you can train up on skills, but the attitude thing, that's gonna matter right away, and that can spread positively or negatively throughout your organization. So hire for attitude, train for skill. Do you like New York City? And when you do, is there a favorite place you go? Okay, so full disclosure, I actually grew up in New England, so technically I'm supposed to hate New York. Sorry, guys. So anything New York is, not for me. But honestly, New York is a fun place to hang out and go. I do like New York. I like going to New York City. I have no interest in living there. That's not my scene, not my vibe. But I'll tell you a place. It's a place that actually I learned from. The first time I was very honored, I got to meet one of my heroes of writing, Anthony Bourdain. I know he's known as a chef and on a TV show, blah, blah, blah. His writing to me was the first way I got connected to him. And he tells of this amazing lounge that I got to see after he told me about this. And then I think he mentioned it on some show of his, but it's called the Wakamba Lounge. It's like, it's between like 37th and 38th Streets. The Wakamba Lounge, it's a true dive bar. It is one of those classic dive bars of New York City, and it's just a cool vibe, cool place. And don't get pretentious there, man. Just get a beer and a shot of whiskey. Oh, and another place, PDT. Shh, please don't tell. I can't tell you anything more about it. PDT. DK, do you have a middle name? Nope. That's why I go DK. I don't have a middle name. Questions on that, you'll have to contact my mom. There's a whole... Nope. Just DK. Guys, thanks so much for the questions. I do appreciate it. These are always fun. I hope to do more of these. If you have questions for me, you can email me at doug@connecteddotsmovement.org. You can also send those questions via social media. I suggest you do Twitter right here at WeConnectDots. It's a great way to ask questions to me, and also follow us on Twitter, and we send out some things there. And of course, these videos, like and share them. We're on YouTube. We have our YouTube channel, and we also have on Facebook. So right here, facebook.com/ConnectTheDotsMovement. Our videos are also up on our website. So the website is right here, connecteddotsmovement.org. And if you go to the tabs at the top, there's one called Watch. And all of our Connected Dots TV episodes are there. So you can go back and check out all the silliness that I've been doing so far. Man, these are fun. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. My name is DK. I'm with Connected Dots Movement. I do appreciate you hanging out with me. And make sure you like and share and spread all the good love about this for our fellow nonprofiteers around the country. And if there's any way we can help at Connected Dots Movement, we'd love to connect with you and talk a little bit about your nonprofit organization, your leadership, your team, and most importantly, your values and voice as nonprofiteers in your community to make it better. So, again, here's my email address, doug@connecteddotsmovement.org. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/ConnectedDotsMovement, and Twitter at WeConnectDots. Guys, thanks so much. I do appreciate your time. My name is DK. This has been Connected Dots, and you have just been connected. See you around. Nonprofit power. Nonprofit. Nonprofit power.
Just terrible at this.